throw the whole ministry away. Just throw the whole ministry away. Like, listen. Hey girl. Okay, so today I am about to tell you what has been on my mind, okay? Okay, so I made a mistake, okay? I made a mistake, and I'm about to tell you what that mistake is, but I made a mistake, and God had to check me on that. And when he checked me on that, I wallowed in it. I wallowed in it a whole week. I wallowed in it. And by the time I was finished, I was ready to just throw the whole ministry away. Okay, so let me back up. So I made a mistake, and it was a pretty big one, okay? When I was actually describing one of my testimonies, I described the other person in a negative light, and that was not okay. I described this person in a dishonorable light. I described them, I used judgment when I described them. I had to check me on this because it was not okay. All right. And I want to apologize to you guys because you may have seen it. You may have seen the post. You may have, seen the video, whatever you've seen. And you know what I'm talking about. I apologize because that is not okay. And when God has called me to this ministry to empower people and to inspire people, he did not call me to dishonor people in whichever way possible, whether it's, describing them in a testimony, speaking of them, whichever way. He did not call me to dishonor people. And dishonoring people is actually the opposite of what love is. And that's what we as kingdom kids are supposed to be spreading, which is God's love. Okay, so I want to apologize to you, my girl, and I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Now, God had to check me on that mistake. And when he checked me, I wallowed in it. What does that mean? I took an entire week and I went back and forth, rubbing my mind over and over again, trying to figure out what I should have said, what I would have said, how I could have done it better, and actually I was really going through my mind trying to justify my actions with God, wrestling with God a bit, you know what I mean? And while I was doing that, I left the door open for the enemy to come in and spoon feed me lies. This whole time, he was spoon feeding me lies, telling me how I wasn't perfect enough to start this ministry that God has called me to. How, I wasn't the one that was actually going to be able to pour life into people when I'm sitting here dishonoring other people. How, making a mistake disqualifies me from starting a ministry. Let me just ask you this. Do you throw away an empty jar when the contents are gone? Think about it, like a glass jar. If you took a glass jar and emptied out all of the candy from a glass jar, would you throw away the glass jar? No. Why? Because it's valuable. In the same way, God does not throw you away after making a mistake, okay? I don't care if it's the first time. I don't care if it's the 70th time. I don't care if it's the 170th time. He does not throw you away after you made a mistake. And God had to tell me that. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to throw the whole ministry away. Because who am I to be this, person coming up here telling you X, Y, and Z when I'm sitting here doing Z, Y, and X? No, ma'am. Absolutely not. But I know that I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. And because I'm not perfect, the one who lives inside of me is. And that's why I need him. You know what I'm saying? So when I was wallowing in that, God had to break on me and show me 2 Corinthians verse 12 and 9. And I don't know if this is for you too, but this was definitely for me. And I hope that this helps you as much as it helps me. It says, my grace is sufficient, for my power is made in perfect weakness. Because you are weak, he is strong. He will make you strong because you are weak. That's why we need God. You don't go to the hospital when you're in perfect health. Honey, you go when you're sick. Honey, you go when you need help. You go when you need strength. And that's why we have to go to God, and that's why we have to keep going to Him daily, each and every day, honey. So I'm telling you right now, I am not perfect, but I ask that when I do make another mistake, because I probably will, because I'm human, I just ask that you fix my crown, because His grace is sufficient for me, and His power is made perfect in my weakness. So, hey, girl. Bye, girl, and I will see you soon, girl, okay? Every Thursday, I will be right here with the juice, all right? I'm not throwing this ministry away. The devil will not silence my praise, okay? But listen, if you know somebody who needs a word, if you know somebody who needs this word in particular, share it with them, honey. Show them the YouTube channel, honey. Subscribe, ring the little notification bell so you'll be able to get the juice every Thursday. Hey, girl. Bye, girl, and I will see you soon, girl. Okay?